What's up, guys? Sully here, and today I want to talk about how do you go from 100K to $1 million.
$1 million.
How do you do it? The million? You can do Michael. What's his name? Did you watch that? You too young?
Don't know what I'm talking about.
$1 million, dude. Fucking kids are too young. What's up, guys? Sully here, and I want to talk about how do you go from $100,000.
Drop
Keep
it.
that. Keep. What's up, guys? Sully here, and I want to talk about how do you go from 100K, 6 figures, to $1 million, 7 figures. All right. The biggest thing when you're at this stage of your business, if you're selling physical products online, is you're probably doing everything yourself. And for me, when I started back in 2012 or 11, I'm an old man, dinosaur, if you would say, is control. You feel like you have to do every aspect because it's your business and no one else can do it as well as you will. But the only way you're going to go from 100K to $1 million is if you delegate these 3 things. These are the first 3 things you should do to spend time working on the business and not in the business. Everyone thinks, oh, I got to do email, phone, calls, fulfillment, the whole, everything, because it makes them feel busy. When I was doing 100K in sales, I was the busiest I've ever been in my life. This year, when we do 8 million in sales, I'm working the least I ever have because I'm working on the business. Big difference. So first thing, you got to delegate these 3 things, okay? Customer service. Arguably the most important thing too. If your customers are not happy, okay, let's assume you've made it to 100K, so your products are good, you've got product market fit. But if you don't wow your customers at every step, and we're going to make another video specific about this because this is all we talk about, you will have no lifetime value. But this is the first thing you got to let go. So email. Anytime someone sends you an email, question, support, issue, shipping question, I don't care what it is, hand it off. You're not doing it. Someone else is doing it. Phone call. I was in sales for like 10 years, sold everything in the world. And I was like, oh, no one's going to sell as much stuff as I did on the phone. I don't care. Even if they do 80% as well as you did, or 70% as a business owner, it's still going to free you up to get from here to here, okay? Phone call, live chat. I used to actually do all these 3 things at the same time. So you're telling me I was doing it well? It's called survival. So customer service, 12 to 20 bucks an hour. If you can't afford to pay someone to do this, we need to figure out how to get more sales. But first, customer service, get them on email, phone calls, and live chat, talking to your customers. Next step, this was a tough one for me. And again, so I was doing all these things and this one too at the same time. I still don't know how to spell it either. Fulfillment. So packing boxes, shipping, printing shipping labels, throwing in that sticker in the box, the whole process. I even went as far because I was so insane with control and thought I had to do every step of the process that I was assembling clubs. Like, people don't know how to assemble clubs. It was insane. So you got to find someone that can ship it, box it, and do it better than you can, number 1. And number 2, what I really don't recommend is hiring people in-house. Like, get a warehouse, overhead, all these employees. If you get a 3PL, which is much different than bringing in-house, these guys are experts in it, and you only pay per shipment for the most part. So if you have a bad month, heaven forbid, guess what? You only pay if you did 200 orders, 500 orders, 1,000 orders. Whereas if you got 10 employees, 5 employees, and guess what? You didn't sell much, what do? Lay them off? So 3PL, they can grow with you, shrink with you. It's beautiful. And then the other one we didn't really think about until we started doing this is a huge one. So I'll write it really poorly so you can't read it. Shipping rates. Not only are you not going to have to fulfill it yourself, physically touch it, you're going to save money because they're larger than you typically. So our fulfillment house is in California right now, and our shipping rate, best we could get in-house, was like 15 bucks. We now have cut that in half because they're so large that we can leverage their size and use their shipping account. They have one customer alone that does like 1 million units a month. So not only that, it saves you from doing this task. You're going to make money and save money doing it. Okay. The last one. So I was doing all these things at the same time and this one when I actually got to $1 million. But I'm recommending today, if you want to grow faster than we did, which was still pretty fast, go from 100K to $1 million. Customer service, fulfillment, and the last one, this is going to cost you some money, but it's going to be well worth it. Paid marketing. Okay, so not only was I doing email, phone calls, live chats, and shipping, I was making the content and then running the ads. There is absolutely no chance that if you're running a business and doing all these things, you can be a true expert in paid marketing. There's no way. The speed at which Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Google, Gmail, I mean, every ad platform changes, there's no way you're going to be an expert. I spent way too much money on the wrong types of ads, the wrong type of videos, whatever. And even I, though, with no skill, was able to get to $1 million. But guess what happened when I delegated and found an expert? It took a long time to find an expert, and that's probably the biggest challenge is finding experts in every category. But once you do, life is going to be great. So we went from 1.2 with, hold on, it looks like 12. 1.2 by myself, hired a paid expert, and we 4X our sales that year. Because I was doing half the stuff wrong and our ad spend went down. So guys, it's all about delegating and giving up that control. And if you're a new entrepreneur, if you've even been in business for a while and you're stuck at 6 figures, even high 6 figures, you need to break into 7-figure territory. You got to learn to delegate. You got to do the right things. I see a ton of entrepreneurs trying to hire the wrong roles. It's cool to have a content guy or this, digital operations or whatever they want to call it. Customer service, fulfillment, paid marketing, and this will allow you to work on the business and work on stuff that will make you money and grow from 6 figures to 7 figures. Boom.